So if you just joined us, where have you been? You've missed some good stuff. But the best stuff is here. We've got former World Under-21 Speedway rider Darcy Ward here and the delightful Lizzie as well. I saw some pictures, actually, Lizzie, when you were down south watching the Speedway, and I thought you weren't exactly underdressed for the occasion, were you? I mean, he's kind of just... We talked back in the UK, you had the Posh and Becks, and I reckon you two could be the Posh and Becks now of the Speedway. No, I think it could happen. Darcy, let's talk about this meeting you've got. It's a fundraising meeting because, let's be honest, it doesn't matter what people think, you're never going to have enough money to have the lifestyle that you really need, let alone want. So these fundraising meetings are vital.
Yeah, it's even about, the rehab. The rehab, we still got to pay for. So that's our main goal. My life at the moment is just rehabbing and keeping as fit as I can and in the best shape I can for, maybe a miracle to come along.
And the thing is, let's just talk about that briefly, because if you go back 10 years, the research that's been done, things that have been done, I mean, even mechanical things like some of the wheelchairs that we've seen now where you can actually be standing up. I mean, they didn't have that 10 years ago, so who knows? And your positive attitude, I think, is a lot to do with it.
Oh, yeah, I feel lucky that I'm in the era that I'm in, and what's happened, I would have hated to have happened, like I said, 10 years ago.
Yeah. Even
20 years ago, like, wow, what was going on back then? But, just to be in this era and, it's unlucky what's happened, but it's happened. So you just take it on with both hands and get going.
Get going. I mean, one of the things that somebody was asking me online, and say on the Facebook page we did get quite a reaction, is obviously, you had that thrill of racing. What, apart from the rehab, what replaces that now? Apart from Lizzie, obviously.
She keeps me busy.
I thought I'd better get in there quick or else.
We're still, trying to find that. I got a nice car that I'm planning to have a bit of fun in around a couple of tracks around here, but still in progress, still waiting to build some strength up. But the thrill that I had and the lifestyle I had and everything about it is, surely missed and sadly missed. But just gathering myself with good people around me and trying to keep busy. And
you need that as well, Lizzie, don't you? You need, like, I call it a support network. You need people that are there for you when, some days it's not so good, and you just need to be able to pick up the phone. And I'm guessing that you've got that because of the love that people have got for Darcy.
Yeah, I mean, Darcy's still very much in touch with Chris, Brady, Jack, a few of the other Speedway boys, and he talks to them all the time. So it's good that, if he wants to get back in with it, he can. But if he wants to keep out, he just gets on the couch, we sit down together and play with the dog.
Dog. If the current Mrs. Bennett says she wants a dog, and I'm keeping saying no dogs. Looking at this meeting, now we've mentioned that Jason Crump is riding. I mean, you must be fairly stoked that he's coming out again. I mean, have to say, any excuse for Jason to jump on a bike, but he's doing it for you.
Yeah, I'm excited, mate. 11th of February in Brisbane, and like you said, 3-time world champ Jason Crump, retired but still kicking along and still riding. He didn't bat an eyelid to come and ride, and he's not the only world champ. We got Max Frick, who's the current under 21. Matty Gilmore is 2-time 250 world champion. The Australian champion that was on Saturday night at Sam Masters.
I know you've got your mate Nick Morris. He's there as well.
All my friends, and to be honest, besides Chris Holder and Jason Doyle and Troy Batchelor, who were the older boys in the Australian riders at the moment. We got Australia's best riders coming to Brisbane. So.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I mean, I had a rider in the other day. I was reading a thing about Ty Woofenden. He's going to become an Aussie soon. He's got to do it because he's more Aussie than British, let's face it. And he was so supportive of you.
Yeah, well, he's got a tattoo on his back on Australia. So, look, he's just enjoying Australia at the moment, and
which is great. And I've got a lot. I mean, I knew his dad back at Boston back in the day. So this meeting itself, obviously it's a fundraiser, and I'm thinking Jason Crump, he's going to get on his bike. Now, he's not going around for show. He wants to win this. All the other 15 riders are going to want to beat him. So who's under pressure, them or him?
I don't know. I think everybody sort of wants to win it. I feel privileged that I left such a legacy behind me, and all the boys are, proud to ride in my meeting, and I feel like they all want to win it. I don't think anyone's going to be held behind the tape. They're all going to be going for it. So, of course, Crumpy he doesn't like letting the young boys come in.
Does he?
Having a dig at them, but they're going to be thrilled to be racing with Jason, and some of the boys probably never got the chance to, so they get the chance of my meeting here in Brisbane.
Which is fantastic. Now, you had this one last year, and Ivor was saying, I guess, the dream ticket, really, if we get enough people through, to make this an annual event for you.
Yeah, we'd love to. Like you just said, and it's a selected field. So, there's a lot of kids around locally that didn't get the chance to ride this year, but, we try to select the best field to, make it the best meeting here in Brisbane, which Brisbane's missing a little bit. We don't have an Australian title up here, so it's good to get all these riders come up here and show the crowd around here what it's all about.
And it's a shame because when I first started coming over here, you had the Brisbane track, but you had one on the Gold Coast as well, which was terrific. We need more in Queensland. We need more to bring the young people through, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's always only going to get tougher with, houses getting built and the noise that the bikes bring out, and we love to ride at night too, so that makes it harder. But Ivor Harms just got his promoter's license, and he's the one that's really backing this meeting and really organising it. So I've been speaking to him a lot, and he is planning for bigger things than just this meeting. So let's see what happens in Brisbane.
I'll say to both of you, because obviously, we've got online listeners back in the UK as well. Anything you want to say to the fans that have been, I guess, supportive of both of you, really?
Oh, what can I say? I've said it many times, but of course, we're so grateful. What happened really is not ideal, but, I've been the one that's been picked for it, I guess. So everybody's just been... I didn't know I had the fan base, not just in England or Australia at all,
it's around the world,
really. Yeah. So, everybody knows that I'm thankful, and, we try, when I was just down in Curry, we tried to just be friendly to the fans, and, everybody was so friendly to me. It's always nice.
Which is terrific. And again, it must help you because, you are 12,000 miles away from what ancestrally was called home. I know eventually this, fingers crossed, that all goes. And
Liz loves it in Australia.
What's not to love?
It's kind of getting all the messages. Even I still get a lot on Facebook, and I try and put little updates around and stuff like that. And it's really nice, actually. Darcy obviously gets the majority of the support, but it's nice to have the odd message from somebody to me too.
Yeah, which is lovely. And I know very briefly before we wrap things up, you are planning heading back to the UK. I think there's a meeting going on at Poole.
Yeah, there's a meeting on the 24th of March, which is even a better lineup than we have here in Brisbane. I mean, some of the boys in Brisbane are riding it too, but yeah, we're lucky enough to have, like Emil Safudinoff, Chris and Jason are riding in it, so they're the big boys. So, how exciting, and I'm thankful for all the riders that, do this for me. It makes it really nice.
Well, I keep my fingers crossed with decent weather for you and for the guys on the day. Darcy and Lizzie, I'm rapt that you've come in. Now, we're kind of neighbours, so, we need to sort of be meeting up for a cup of tea and a chat just to catch up. Anything that's going on regarding meetings and whatever, we'll have you back in. And maybe in a couple of months, we'll have you back in so you can tell us how it was going back to the UK and how your meeting was. And we will be following your rehab with great interest. But thank you both for coming in.
Thanks for having us, mate.
So there you are. And thanks for all the questions. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance because you know what? I just wanted a natter with these guys. But I'll pass on the questions to Darcy. And if he wants to answer via Facebook, he shall. And if you want to know more, that meeting is happening. It's at North Brisbane Speedway. It's on the 11th of February. It's going to be great. You've got to get there early in the afternoon because I tell you what, it is going to be a sellout. And if you don't believe that, then you should. Now that Darcy's been on here. Just for Alex and Val and Aidan who are listening in the tropical suburb of Ipswich, and how much you love this one, guys.